Hey everyone! Welcome to B Nuggets. I'm B. This is Bob. Mr. Jiggles up there, guest contributor. Here to deliver some serious preparedness information in as seriousness way as possible. This video will be the first of a short series of information on self-defense. In this video, I'm talking about your most important asset. Roll it! Some call it melon, noodle, bean, coconut, or loaf, except you wouldn't eat this melon, noodle, bean, coconut, or loaf unless maybe you were a pygmy. Yep, you probably guessed what it is. All 8 pounds of gook, bones, and miscellaneous goo make it up, and if you don't take care of it, you can wind up looking like gook and miscellaneous goo. It's your head, right? Y'all are so smart. So here's the deal. If your lights go out, if someone pulls the plug on your CPU, things usually go from bad to worse. In the context of defending yourself, if you can't defend yourself, people will tend to take advantage of you. Because of this possibility, we're going to prioritize taking care of our noggin first and build onto this video's information with upcoming videos. By taking care of our cabeza, we gain a 67% increase of keeping all that juicy stuff we've invested into it safe for future enjoyment. Now that's a nice return on investment for not a whole lot of effort. But to get your full due return, it will require some effort on your part. Prioritizing your head first and placing focus on it at the top of your self-defense list. What to do and learn is going to be a part of your lifelong asset protection plan. So here we go. We'll do what should be the easiest thing to do to secure and ensure protection of our most important asset. That would be to put on a helmet of whatever kind for whatever variety of activity that one should be wearing a helmet for. It seems so simple, but God knows I've been guilty of not wearing a helmet when I should have. Folks, do everyone and yourself a favor and put your damn helmet on when you should be putting your damn helmet on. Don't make someone else clean up your nasty brain glue because you chose not to wear a helmet and now your colors are spread all over the ground. That's just wrong. Okay, next easiest-ish way to protect our most important asset is evasion. The simplest form of evasion and what should be your general and first response to any self-defense situation is to always avoid or evade the situation. Keep your ego in check and walk away or run away from the situation. Nike defense it out of there. Now, if you can't walk or run away and avoid a physical confrontational situation, you need to focus on managing the distance between you and what's threatening you. Some of these next evasive moves are instinctual and others you'll need to practice them so they'll be useful to you and do the job of protecting your most important assets should you need them. I'm going to share a little boxing drill.
Float like a butterfly and sting like a bee.
You can practice on your own and step it up with a partner. Now, working with a partner is where you're going to get the most mileage out of this idea. Preferably work with someone qualified and skilled to help you learn these movements under pressure, meaning they're trying to knock your block off and you're going to do it under pressure. That's going to be the key to reaching this approach's full potential. All right, everybody, hands up. I like to keep my fingers connected right here, making this that old school little football frame you used to play at the end of your desk with that paper football. Look through this little window here. Going to be able to react to things moving towards your face much more quickly than if they were down here and you've got to move your hands up reacting to them. So keep your hands up, folk. Look through the little window. Here we go. Step left, parry left. Step right, parry right. Step back left, parry left. Step back right, parry right. Lean back. Bob and weave left. Bob and weave right. Okay, moving on up and working other important ideas of protecting our most important asset. These next ideas, in some instances, we do or may have done them out of reflex. I'm going to describe it like this. Say a friend said, "Hey, you go get something for me out of the closet," and you, of course, being the good-natured person that you are, say, "Sure." But when you go to open your friend's closet door, they didn't tell you it was full and stuffed to the gills with crap that's going to fall directly on your most important asset. Your instinctive response is going to be, one, you put your hands up and try to stop the falling barrage of crap to protect yourself. 2, you cover your head to protect yourself from the falling crap. Or 3, you just stand there frozen and get smashed with a tidal wave of crap of your friend's stuff. Kind of like fight, flight, or fright. I'm gonna add some insights into what we'd maybe do reflexively that was described a moment ago. We want to learn to weaponize our reactions and make these instinctive reactions more capable. So first, we can look at our reflex to raise our arms to go to something to protect ourselves. Similarly to high blocks, we're going to enhance our motion by looking at the structure of our arm first. I think self-defense expert Tony Blauer describes this best. He says that when our outstretched arm is just past 90 degrees, it's about the strongest structural frame, meaning it can support or absorb the most energy without collapsing back down on itself. I'll often say, like Tony, outside 90 degrees and fingers long and strong to help remind one to get the proper framing structure. You'll see this framing structure presents itself in loads of martial arts, from traditional arts to Krav Maga as well as Jiu-Jitsu. To get the most out of this framing structure, we're gonna add a combat concept to it. Because in self-defense, we don't just want to block something, we need to start stopping our threat's ability to hurt us. The concept we're gonna add is that our every motion should be a strike, and not just a block. If we're just blocking, we're taking damage and never doing anything to stop our threat. By looking at and employing our previously thought of blocking movement as a strike, we're going to make greater strides towards ultimately stopping our threat from hurting us, making it a striking block into your threat's attack. Think counter-offensive. Counter-offensively striking in the sense that if I am, for example, putting my arm up to block and Bob here is attacking me and he's just hitting and hitting and hitting, he's going to eventually just beat my arm down and break through my defenses and start smashing me. I want to think that my every motion that I'm putting forth is not just a block, but it is literally that I'm going to meet and push right through their dropping attacking arm. I might even go so far as that I'm going to hit here and I'm just going to knock them right over. Exploring the second example's reflexes response was covering our head. There are entire martial arts systems built around covering one's head. Casey Fighting Method, Defense Lab, 52 Blocks, Filipino Panantukan, and to some degree, Western Boxing. What they all know is that what I refer to as a high cover, supported frame, or full cover is incredibly strong and can be used with great effectiveness counter-offensively. I'm going to run through some important details of the differences of these covers. First, the quick cover. It's just that, quick, and can cover your most important asset fast. Add the other hand in and you have a supported frame that can withstand even more incoming force. Move both hands around on the top of your head and you'll have full cover. Like previously, we want to think counter-offensively in a self-defense situation. So look at these cover structures like this. The points of your elbows can be used to strike or spear someone or something coming at you, namely a threat's arm. The point of your elbow is connecting with soft points on the arm. It's gonna hurt like a son of a bitch. If you're managing the distance extremely well, you can move in and strike a threat with a spearing-like elbow or just crash right into them, maybe knocking them back or hopefully presenting an opening to your next tactical move, such as taking their back. All right, last of the three ideas here. There's go to, fight, cover, flight, and the last one is freeze. That's to just stand there and get smashed. If you choose to go out in spectacular fashion, like a Jedi, I'll give you a shout out and we'll have a momentary pause for you here on B Nugget. But I'm gonna highly encourage you though to give anyone wanting to hurt you the fight of their lives by not just standing there and letting them hurt you, but by fighting back. Last of all, protecting your most important asset ideas are the most challenging to perform. These will be knowing how to keep your asset protected while falling down. Let's start off with the easiest and add to it. being pushed or falling back into a wall. If possible, lead your body with your butt and have it connect with the wall first. Keep your chin tucked, tight to your chest the entire time. Have your hands up and at the ready to smack the wall at a downward 45-degree angle to help disperse your falling energy. This same approach will apply when pushed or falling backward on to the ground. Lead with your butt to make contact first with the ground. Keep your chin tucked to your chest the entire time so the back of your head doesn't smack the ground. Keep your hands up, strike them down at a 45-degree angle, palms down to disperse the energy of your fall. You can practice this from a squat and rise up the more comfortable you get until you can do it from a completely standing position. And then finally, the most athletically complex way of protecting your most important asset is rolling through a fall either backwards or forwards. Rolling over backwards is similar to falling backwards, but you keep the momentum going. Lead with your butt to hit the ground first. Keep your chin tucked. Now, the important part, you need to roll over a shoulder, not your head and neck, so as to avoid neck and spine damage. Same with rolling forwards, except rolling forwards, we can place our hands down first to help lead and guide us rolling onto a shoulder and then rolling over. Both these rolling ideas can be practiced from low on the ground and then raise yourself higher when you're comfortable to do so. There's loads of ways to protect your most important asset. You got no good excuse for not using the easy ones of putting on a helmet or evasion. That's just walking away and bugging out. The others, if you've never done them, take your time with them and work with them slowly, and through consistency, you'll be doing them reflexively soon enough. Thanks for hanging with me, everyone. Hit the like button if you dug this video. Click on the subscribe disco ball in the lower right-hand corner or the regular old-fashioned subscribe button. Click the bell so that you get notified when I post the next video in this running series on self-defense. There's going to be many, many more different videos on preparedness topics to follow. Till next time, everyone, remember, your mind is your best piece of gear.